USD Swiss. Now we are based on 1 hour chart. Before we do analysis for the weekly, we wanna refer to my last video. In my last video, when the price was somewhere around here, we say we're looking for the buy. Okay, but even I highlighted that there is a possibility this one become a running flat. That's why I say if you're looking for buy, as long as the price come here, we need to bear in mind that if this is the running flat, that means there is a possibility the price to drop. Anyway, referring back to my last video, the price was here. We say we are looking for a buy, and there was no buy setup here. The only things was what this one, the breakout. But when we see this kind of the move, that means we have a buy. See the way the chart is moving, we have a sharp move, but the continuation is not that sharp. And in terms of the correction, and after we break the top, we see the reversal. This is where we should at least move our stop loss in break even or take out the trade, because even still we are expecting for the buy. That means the price come here, we see the reversal, we can expect at least from that times that we get deeper correction before we look for buy. That's why we should take out our trade and we look for the next entry. The reason why we don't want to keep trade, because if we expect that we get the deeper correction, see what's happened here. Because if at that times you say the price here, okay, still you give it you keep it because you want to get the deeper correction, see what's happened. That's why if we see the reversal or expecting the deeper correction, you should take out the trade, then from there you look for the new trade. See what's happened. That's why we suggest protect our trade, move our stop loss when it's not moving, or take out the trade. Okay, because also in my last video I mentioned there is a possibility we get the running flat for one move. Now this is what we get. Anyway, the trade that we have in my last video for buy, it should be in the break even or at least a small loss. A small loss, because there is enough opportunity we take out the trade. Okay, now we want to see what's the next, how we can trade it, and what's our analysis for the next week. Okay, as we can see here, we have this correction. Now, whether we shall expect this one, that means we should expect the price to drop from what we have right now based on the daily chart. Now the question is whether this one can continue come here or not. How deep, this correction can form, but we don't have much information right now. That means there is no event trade setup based on the daily chart. In that case, I want to see based on the forward how I can trade it. Okay, if I draw my last, referring to my last video, we had the line here. This is the line, we have it. Okay, first of all, I want to look into this. The price drop, I have a divergence, but when the market open, I want to see whether the divergence is still be there or not. Then from there we make a decision for the continuation or reversal. But from what I have right now here, if next week, when the market open, if there is a continuation, we just leave it. But if I get any correction here, any sell setup, we are more interested in the sell. This sell can be somewhere around here, reverse, or there is a continuation. Okay, that means we need to get the correction. Then from there, if we get the sell, we can look into the sell. We can expect the price may at least test here, and then the second the possibility will be somewhere around here. Okay, as I say, we have a divergence. It doesn't mean the divergence can tell us that this is the flat and we should look for buy. Okay, in this case we wait and see what we get here. If we get a correction, we can look for down move. If we get the sharp move up, yes. If you get the buy setup, again, as long as the price come here, you need to look into this, because there is a possibility this correction can continue until the price come here. Okay, in this case we don't have any trade setup. We need to get to see what's happening next week here. Then from there we make a decision. How about the 1 hour? Also 1 hour, we don't have much information. The only thing is we need to see when the market open, what we will get here. Then from there we can make a decision. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup right now. We need to wait the market open, then from there we can make a decision. And if I get any trade setup, then from I will update on YouTube. Thanks.